Need to eat, want to eat, should eat. Need to eat is really about essential nutrients. It's what's going to make up most of your diet. Want to eat is more the enjoyable foods, but they're not necessarily nutritious. And finally, should eat. These are foods that meet your nutritional needs and they also support your goals. So if in terms of how we should layer these, it should be need, should, and then want. And if we look at the examples of this, what you need to eat is the leafy greens, fish, eggs, nuts, seeds, maybe even brown rice. What you should eat is you start incorporating things like chicken, yogurt, turkey, quinoa, sweet potatoes, things that will support your nutritional needs but also your goal. And finally, want to eat, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be an easy list for you. It's anything you might just desire. And the truth is that you can't fit want to eat foods in your plan, but it should be a hierarchy. You should backfill. When you look at your calories, for example, the need to eat is what's keeping you alive. The should eat is also the protein, right? And then anything that's left over is what you want to eat. And the studies have shown that that's not so much of a big deal. That's fine. As long as you're meeting the first two, the last one is not so much of a big deal. It has to be within the calorie budget, but that's all that matters. So let's consider, how can you put this concept into practice? What's the plan here, right? First and foremost, plan ahead. That's going to be the biggest tactic to help you succeed with this. Maybe it's making a meal plan, planning your menu for the week, make sure the grocery shopping is done, and you have the right tools and resources available, the food. It's learning about portion control and putting it into action. So if there's something that you want to eat, it's not so much of an issue as long as the portion is the right size and it fits your overall caloric budget. Have as much water as you can. Remember that need, it's supporting the nutrients and the functions that are going on in your body, and it's helping you maybe to make a little bit more space down the road for the want to eats. Swap out foods. Maybe instead of the wants, have a little bit more of the shoulds that are a little bit more exciting. Swap out foods that are a little bit lower calorie and leave some more space perhaps for a want to eat later. Get active. That's going to help you to burn more energy and allow to have a bigger budget to fit the things that you want a little bit more often. Always keep healthy options at hand, in your bag, in your car, in your desk at home, in your desk at work, wherever it is that it's within reach that you might decide to have something that you shouldn't have, that you want to have instead. Having those healthy options that you need or should have are going to help you to succeed a little bit more often. As much as you can, avoid skipping meals, because when you're skipping your meals, you're more likely to convince yourself that the thing that you want fits. Because, I didn't have breakfast, now I can have this 3,000 calorie lunch because I didn't eat breakfast. A, you're making a decision when you're more hungry, and B, you're rationalizing when you probably shouldn't be listening to your brain at that time because it's just acting out of hunger. Being mindful is going to help you to realize right before you eat, is this something I need to eat? Is it something I should to eat? Or is it just something I want to eat? So perhaps you're feeling a little bit peckish when you're watching TV at home. Are you needing? Should you eat it, or do you just want to eat it? So consider the options there. And finally, celebrate your progress. When you're seeing success, that means you're doing the right things. And that might mean that this upcoming weekend, you allow yourself a little bit more space for some foods that you want to eat. You never want to cut them out altogether, because that's just going to make you rebel sometime in the future. So that's the strategies that you want to implement to make sure you're getting the foods that are essential nutrients, the needs. You're getting the food that are supporting your goals as well as your nutritional needs, the shoulds, and finally the wants, the things that you find enjoyable.